Magnolia Grace Cottage. Thank you for joining me today in this amazing apple event hosted by Craft Around the Clock. So I wanted to do something that you could use both sides of this, okay? So me and my foam board again, guys. Anyway, I got some foam board, I covered it, stained it to make it look grungy, and I also did the other side, okay? And I put these little dowels here, so I'm gonna be able to hang something there to be able to reverse it. I have this lovely printable from Risa at the Crafting Coop. You guys, she has the nesting box designs if you want to check her out. I love to use cardboard, any kind of paper, multimedia, so we're going to be using this as well. I'm going to get started here with some Kilns Dark Wax and just kind of go over this cardboard. I'm going to put my image over the top. Hi, honey. I see my husband's on watching. Thank you. All right, so I'm gonna get this lovely print, and I'm going to put a little bit of Mod Podge on here and cover it here. And guys, with this one, I don't care if there's wrinkles. In fact, the more wrinkles, the better. I want this to look super old and worn and grungy, and I want the lines from the cardboard underneath to show through. So I'm going to get my Kilns Dark Wax and go over my edges here. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you loved the witch. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I have both the tutorials posted on there, guys. So, and now I realized that with the soft, the needle sculpting, I'm the only one that has a tutorial on it in English. There's some out there, there's different variations, but they're in different languages, and so I was kind of surprised, actually. So I have that on here, and guys, I used poster board. That's what this is, and I used Mod Podge, cinnamon, and instant coffee, and let it set overnight. You've seen me do this on a lot of different things, and I have a tutorial on it as well. And I want this to sit higher. It's going to be like a sign announcing these wonderful apples in this apple farm. So, okay, so this is going to be sitting like this, but guys, I want this to be interchangeable, so you can put something else on here. So I'm going to glue these on, but for this, I'm going to use magnets, so you can change it out for a different season, different fruit, what have you. You'll have that option, so if you create something like this too. Okay, and now what I'm going to do, I have some apples that I used Mod Podge on and sprinkled cinnamon and also a little bit of instant coffee just to kind of grunge them up a little bit, make them look old. So that's going to be added into the mix here as well. Okay, so I think first I'm going to go ahead and do the sign. I was debating whether I was going to do this bottom part first, but let me get this on here. Go ahead and use my hot glue. Okay, like so. This bottom part, I have these little fencing, I have this idea to use these little fencing pieces here. I already chippied one, I wanted to see how it looked. So, and I was happy with this color, so I'm gonna go ahead and continue that. And it is chalk paint Wave Light, it's called. It's a color I hadn't used before, but honestly guys, I really like it. All right, so paint my little fence here. I have Chatbot connected, so anyone coming on late, you want to see the replay, just do !replay. No space in between and lowercase letters. Okay, !replay. Okay, dry it a little bit. Now, I'm going to use this candle that's apple cinnamon scented, okay? To get my little chippy going on here, okay? So it actually will smell like apples too, which is great. All right, let me do my swan white here. All right, dry it a little bit. Now, okay. Big shout out to my friend Risa at the Craftin' Coop who taught me how to do this. The tape. Okay, just got some packing tape. Maybe you guys have done this before, but it works really well to chippy, okay? Got some chippy goodness going on here. See, guys? Isn't that great? And you don't have the mess of chippying. So, I like this. For the fence, I am gonna glue it on because no matter what I change, I'm sure if I want to use it for something else, I'll want the fence there. So I'm gonna keep the fence there. The fence is a stay-in, okay? You could do a pumpkin scene, change it out, and a fall scene, Thanksgiving, Christmas. Glued this on. It just kind of worked out that it was the exact size of this. Now, guys, okay, what I'm doing is you guys have seen me do this before, but I got lunch bags. And I wanted to make, I'm gonna cover it actually, but I wanted to make little baskets to put apples in for underneath here. Now, this method is, I'm gonna show you really quick since I do have some time, because it's really neat. It's a really neat thing I wanna show you guys. So if you just get a regular lunch bag, okay? And you can use olive oil or coconut oil. This is just from Dollar Tree, okay? Okay, just kind of put it in your hands and smush it around, and then just smush up your bag. All right, so just smush it all up. Gives it this effect. It's just become so like durable, and it strengthens it. It gets into the fibers of the paper. I'm a big coconut oil fan anyway. I use it on my skin. I mean, I'm a huge, and I'm an esthetician, so honest to God, it is so good for you. It is really good for your skin. See the lusciousness, guys? All right, so what I want to do is I'm going to have some little baskets here with some apples in them. And again, I'm going to use a magnet on the back of here so this can be removed as well, okay? But first, I wanted to give it more of a basket look, but I wanted to have the foundation of something to adhere this to. So, again, poster board. This is, I cut it into strips. It's the same thing I did for the back of here, okay? And I've made tobacco baskets. In fact, I have a tutorial on that as well if you guys want to see on the tobacco basket, okay? So we're going to start gluing this to here. And make a basket. There's so much, and I always repeat this, so please forgive me guys, but there's so much you could do with things you just have around your house. Things that normally would be tossed that you can turn into a treasure. There really is. You don't have to buy a lot of different things. We're making a basket, guys. We're making a basket. Over and under. Weed it in, weed it out. See what I mean about bending it? It's pliable. You can get it to go how you want. So we're gonna have a basket here. Got my magnet down. Okay, this here. So the fence is just kind of peeking. And then I made some cute little tiny little bags that I'm gonna put there next to this. And I like them kind of torn and uneven, and I'm gonna use magnets because I want to be able to remove that. Magnets, another bonus to it, it also heightens it, so it adds a little bit of a, instead of using a Jenga block, you can use a magnet in places where you want to elevate something. Before I put my little apples in, I want to address this up here. See, what I did was I just glued on some little knobs, wood knobs, and I wanted them at the end this way so that it could be, the back side could be used for something else. And this is open, so you can actually slide something in there if you'd like, just for something different. So let me age these a little bit with some wax. We'll put some rope on. The apples, as I said earlier, I painted them with Mod Podge. I rolled them in a mixture of actually cinnamon, nutmeg, and a little bit of instant coffee, just to give it this grungy kind of look. So go ahead and put my little apples in here. And I've got some little baby ones too that I'm gonna put in here, peeking out. Thank you for joining me today in this great apple event and Craft Around the Clock. This is Julie at Magnolia Grace Cottage.